A warning that our report from Alex Crawford from Pretoria begins with images of extensive bloodstains, which you may find distressing.
This is the first time the public's seen the actual room where Reeva Steenkamp was shot. There's a missing door panel and 2 police markers below the handle which indicate bullet holes low down. It's likely the defence will argue that this backs up the runner's claims that he was on his stumps and shooting from low down at what he thought was an intruder. The athletes always insisted he and Reeva had had a quiet night in together at his house on a secure compound in Pretoria. He says he got up early to bring in this fan from the balcony. When back in the bedroom, he says he heard a noise, and in the dark he grabbed his gun, ran down the passageway leading to the bathroom without his prosthetic legs on. There he fired 4 shots into the toilet door, which was closed. The prosecution insist he had his legs on, and this showed premeditation. The couple had only been dating a few months when the Valentine's Day shooting happened, but the world's best-known Paralympian insists he was deeply in love with his model girlfriend and her shooting was a horrible accident. The South African public's already been treated to endless coverage of the couple's relationship, including a picture taken by a neighbour just 4 days before the killing. When the athlete last appeared in court, he said when he realised his mistake, he did everything to save his lover, battering the toilet door with a cricket bat to get to her. Pictures inside the house show a trail of blood from the bathroom. The Paralympian said in his affidavit that he carried Reeva downstairs after shouting for help. There are blood smears on the stairs themselves, and there appear to be drops of blood on the cream sofa under the stairs. There are other flecks of blood along the wall down the stairs. There's also the Valentine's Day gift that Reeva had brought to give him. Ozzy, her name for him, is written on the card alongside some heart-shaped sweets. But the prosecution believes a very different version to the one presented by Oscar Pistorius. They maintain the athlete's girlfriend ran into the toilet after a row with the sportsman, and he deliberately targeted and shot her, having taken time to put on his prosthetic limbs beforehand. Other photographs show footprints in blood. The investigating officer has already admitted he walked through the scene without wearing protective foot covers, potentially contaminating the evidence. Hilton Botha was taken off the case after that emerged, as well as the news that he himself was facing 7 counts of attempted murder. He's since retired from the police service. And now there are further allegations about the police conduct at the house. 2 different sources have told us other officers are being investigated too after the disappearance of one of the athlete's watches from his house. The South African Police Service, when contacted by us, refused to comment. But the latest allegations will only add to the impression that the initial investigation into the killing of Reeva Steenkamp was not entirely above reproach. Alex Crawford, Sky News, Pretoria.